Hello, my name is Amy Apgar, and this is my Module 2 practice. Like I said, I'm teaching high school life skills students for the IUZSY. So we talked about architects and how they create bridges to help us get from one place to another. We talked about different structures and how much weight they felt the bridges around us held. I showed them pictures of the Golden Gate Bridge and how it's suspended over water for pretty significant lengths. So that's how we connected it to the real world, designing bridges and things like that and getting from one place to another, even when it's not over something solid like the ground. The process that we used, sorry this is kind of small. Again, I asked them, how much can we have if the bridge can support, and our weight was 100 pennies. I actually put in a Play-Doh cup, so it was probably a little more. And then we see if I can zoom in here a little bit. So then we imagined that we were architects and we were going to create a bridge, and they had straws, they had paper clips, they were given tape, two types of tape, masking and the clear tape, and that was all they were given. They were the bendy straws, just so that you know. Our plan was to gather materials and create our own bridges. They could create a design of their own, or they could create a design that we saw from previous. So they went to work, and here's some pictures. So it began, some of them got easily frustrated from the very, very beginning, and some of them worked really hard the whole time. I had one student try 3 or 4 different ways. I had one student that the tape stuck to itself and he gave up. So different personalities, definitely in this classroom. Here they are working, and I actually had the adults do it as well to show how frustrating it can be. So here are 2 of the aides. One's helping one of the students, and one is creating hers on her own. I did have one student just throw his away after about 10 minutes, and he felt more confident working with an adult than he did working by himself. So they kind of teamworked up and created a bridge. Here is our end products. So the one up here, she actually, her legs were straight to start off, and we realized that as soon as she put the weight, it started to fall apart, so she taped them to the table. This one here is actually Mayan, and this is another one that was successful, and he did not tape it to the table. Both these 2 were taped to the table. Here's one that we tried, and it didn't work out so well. Her bridge actually collapsed, and there was no final product. So she was nice enough to make the sad face for me to give you the full visual that hers crashed under pressure. Here's the final products. This one was not shown in the final picture because he did not hang it up. And here are, let's see if I can zoom in, the Vasquez chart. They had to develop models. They had to create explanations as to why it would hold. They had to define the problem with different ways, taping it to the table versus not. We recognized the roles of the architect and how hard their job really is. And we had to, the mathematics was to get it off the table. Thanks so much.